No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your skin. Hey guys!
What an intro.
What an intro.
What an intro.
We always burst out into random songs.
We do. We need to make a playlist of all the random songs that we burst into. Or if any of our viewers would like to do that for us,
that would be great.
we'd love that.
Abby, I always bring Abby up every episode and she's like, I'm listening and I heard you say me again. Love you so much, Abs. But she does this thing because she always breaks out into songs and she calls it singing Tourette's. And you break out into songs.
That's funny.
And that's what we have.
We do. We always break out into song. Welcome to 2024.
First of all, we have to say thank you so much. Lads, we literally hit over 20,000 listeners. 20,000 listeners.
20,000
today.
Listen, today. Like, I went onto the analytics this morning.
When you sent it to me, I was like,
it was like 10k on Spotify, etc.
Yeah.
And then you were like, check YouTube.
Oh my god.
And I checked YouTube. And
guys,
the YouTube girlies and the Spotify girlies are starting like lesson. So we'll definitely be at over 100k by this year mark. Like,
yeah, fingers crossed. Because like this is 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's only ramping up.
It's only up and up and up.
The only way is up.
The only way is up, baby.
And I feel like our lives are about to get so chaotic this year that you're going to want to watch the mess unfold in real time.
My life got chaotic.
Okay, fill us in. So guys, if you didn't know, Rebecca went to Thailand for Christmas.
On a wholesome family holiday.
On a let's just set the scene. A wholesome family holiday. You know, hasn't seen her brothers in a few months. You know, it was great vibes. Flew down there with her family, familial activities. Rebecca, take it away. How was Thailand?
Thailand was actually stunning. It's I've been dealing with post-holiday blues, and they're not even post-holiday blues. They're like post-holiday,
really low tears,
dark blue.
I think they're a real thing. I don't think enough people talk about them.
But I don't even think it's post-holiday blues, because when I had post-holiday blues a few months ago.
Yeah.
But I think that wasn't holiday either.
I think that wasn't as long as well as this trip to Thailand.
No, I felt like I was away for a month, and I think when I was there, I realised like I love living this life so much. Like the beach girl, island girl. I'm just made.
I feel like you're
to be by the ocean.
Spirit.
I really am.
You are.
Waking up, wandering, going by the ocean, like all by myself. Like obviously I was on a family holiday and we did so many family things, but like my favourite moments are like waking up, going for a walk, wandering into a 7-Eleven, getting a toasty, like sitting on the beach, like, and then you meet so many, especially in PP, you meet so many like other solo travelers. Even though I wasn't solo traveling at all, but I was like, I'm just gonna.
You know, I thought that place was called Fifi.
Oh no, it's PP.
Yeah, when you said PP, I was like, what the fuck is PP? So I googled it and I was like,
PP
oh, I thought it. Thank God you told me, because I thought it was like Fifi or something.
Most people do think it's Fifi, but it's PP, and PP is where the family holiday really turned into like a girls' holiday.
Yeah. How was it? Sorry, first of all, can I just say that Jack's girlfriend Jen looks like so much fun.
Jen is
I want to
so
go on
much
a night out with her. From what I was seeing from your stories, I'm like, she's so fucking funny. Like,
so it was me, my mom, my dad, my 2 brothers, and then Jen, who is Jack's
And can I
girlfriend.
also special mention, every single one of your family members also looks like they'd be such good crack in a night out.
They're all fun in their own ways. They all bring a different vibe to every situation. But one of the nights, when we got to PP, like PP has such a, it's my 3rd or 4th time back to PP.
Isn't that crazy that you've been to Thailand that many times?
Yeah, I know. And I've done it all. Like I've done a solo trip, a family trip, and a couples trip, and a girls trip.
That's 4.
Yeah.
You've been there 4 times?
4 times.
Oh my god, wow.
So
cool.
Yeah. So I'm a big, I think there's just something about Thailand that I'm very connected to. The vibes, the culture, the people, the Thai people. Yeah. It's called the Land of Smiles. Like it's the happiest place on earth. Anyway, PP is wild. PP is, it's so beautiful. It's like paradise during the day, and then nighttime it's like parties all along the beach. There's like this big strip of bars, and like that's what I'm not a nightclub girly. Like,
no, you're not really.
Partying on the beach, my feet in the sand, a bucket of a cocktail in my hand, like that is.
Guys, you've no idea. She FaceTimed me.
I have screenshots.
Was I awake? When was this? I don't know. Was I awake from like throwing up or what I was? But you FaceTimed me, and you were in the bathroom and you were like, Nia, you love this song. Couldn't hear the song at all. All I could hear was Rebecca going like this, yeah, right? Then she walked out and she was like putting me on to everyone. Next minute, I'm like, where are you? Like bucket in the hand. I'm just going for a walk down the beach. I was like, Rebecca, what on earth?
It's like a teeny tiny beach. It's not a big beach. It's so safe.
I was like, she's having so much. I could actually sense it through the phone. I was like, Rebecca is so happy right now. I'm so
no,
happy
because
for
like
her.
I don't like going out like that. Like I don't like alcohol, but put me on an island on a beach with good vibes, good music, good people. Like that is
that's more your vibe.
That is the vibe.
That is the vibe. Yeah,
that is the vibe. And I had 1 or 2 holiday mini romances. Well, I wouldn't call them romances. It was kind of like
2 holiday boyfriends. I call them holiday boyfriends.
Holiday boyfriend. I had 2 holiday boyfriends.
Yeah.
The first guy was stunning, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. They were both
they were both stunning. One of them I was like, wow.
One of them is your type. Yeah. Even down to the name.
I was like, she sent me on him. I was like, Rebecca, what the hell? You've literally, bearing in mind, she's on a family holiday.
I was on a family holiday.
2 holiday boyfriends, like this whirlwind romance. Like,
the first man was definite. Actually, they were both whirlwind romances in their own ways. So the first guy, I met him and we like sat on the beach, chatted, like it's so deep. I'd say I told him, and do you know when you meet someone like that as well? Number one, that is my favorite way of meeting someone.
Yeah, same. Naturally.
Like just seeing them across the room, across the bar, both being attracted, and you just ask them anything and just tell them anything, because in your head you're like, I know I'll probably never see you again.
Yeah.
So it's very like open and vulnerable, and we were like lying on the beach, looking at the moon. We went for like, we walked around all the, we basically stayed awake till like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And just had a lot of fun. Yeah, and then I left him and he was like, I'll probably never see you again, like kind of stuff like that. But he had also done long distance. He had been in a long distance relationship.
What's it called?
He was a Libra.
I woke up. No, do you know what? Actually, I need to correct myself now, because I've actually found it recently. A lot of my best friends are Libras, so I'm wrong. So
Libra energy is gorgeous. It's like Venusian. The planet Venus.
I was like, well, I just like continue and pretend that I know what that means, and I was like, this is just another one of the times where I'm like, what are you talking about?
Going around the roundabout. The Sibelium.
The Sibelium, oh my god. I woke up, guys, to this message off Rebecca. Like, bear in mind, like, you know when you get loads of messages from someone, like you don't see the first ones that kind of give the plot and context to the story. So I was like, got all these messages, and I was like, what's going on? Like, I just opened it and my keyboard had come up, so all I saw was like one image and Rebecca's this like man I'd never seen before in my life, and just like the top of Rebecca's hair being like, we're lying on the beach looking at the moon. And I was like, wait a minute, who the fuck is this fella? Like, I literally was like, what is going on? And it was so funny. I remember just seeing it and then scrolling back up and I saw everything.
The story.
The whole story. Because you're so good for when you're in the middle of it. Like, you'll be updating me being like
all the pictures, like my phone's like this. Which is like, dangerous.
And like, Rebecca could be like this and do it so slyly and be like this. Like, you know what I mean? She could be like this and then get it done. And I was laughing, I got the whole context, but then we were on a time difference, and because you'd stayed up till 7, you were asleep. I was like, I need you to wake up this instant and tell me what's happened. But I was like, I remember posting it on my close friend's story being like, oh, you girls keep me young. But it was so funny. But sorry, continue.
He was Gorgina, so he was handsome. He was great, good energy. And then I look back at my camera roll. This is weird. So I actually, when we put out the last episode of the podcast, we were talking about the string theory thing, right? Yeah, and the egg. And
do you not remember in the last thing I said, you know, years later people realise they could be in a photo or a video. Why does this podcast do this all the time?
We're such foreshadowers. I was looking through my camera roll the next day, and hours before I met this man, I was taking videos of like the fire show, because Thailand has so many fire shows on the beach, and I was videoing the fire show. and he's like dead center.
Like,
it looks like I was videoing
him. She just literally
and
showed me.
I hadn't seen him. I hadn't. It's not like I was like, that man's so handsome. Like, it's like I was videoing, but I didn't even see him.
And it's like, it's so weird because he's like in the center of it.
And in like 5 videos.
5 videos of it.
So that was weird. Anyway, so that was holiday boyfriend number 1.
Yeah.
And then the following night, I was out again. Holiday boyfriend number 1 was on a boat party that day. So in my head, I was like, I don't think I'm going to see this man again.
Yeah.
We'll just leave him in the back of my mind. But also, you're very aware that you're on a tiny beach and like, so subconsciously you're like looking, being like, is
he there?
Is he there? Yeah. But also it's like, you want him to see you. But anyway, so that night gets very, very blurry. But I remember, because it's all like dancing on tables, like, oh, it's so, and like twerk it, like
it's
dancing.
For the twerkulator.
It's dancing on tables. So I was dancing on a table, whatever.
This gives me life.
With 2 girls that I just made friends with. They were stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, amazing. We were dancing, having the time of our lives. And I remember there was this guy behind me for like a lot of me dancing. But I don't remember like engaging with him much.
This is hot boy now that we're talking.
They're
both hot.
They're both hot, but in different ways.
Me and Rebecca have like very different type. Actually, we meet in the middle somewhere. With
once I think someone's beautiful, that's all I need.
But this guy, like she sent him to me, and I was like, whew, wow, like so hot.
Yeah, so we were dancing, whatever, or I was dancing with all the girls, and there was this guy. And next thing it starts like pouring rain, but we keep dancing. It's like so much fun. And then I don't know what happened, which
I just love the idea of you dancing, living your life in the rain in Thailand. That's just so you.
It's so me. So
like
no.
Play Rain on Me by Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande.
Literally, and I was like, oh, having the time of my life. Anyway, the night goes blurry and I end up with the other guy.
Yes.
Holiday boyfriend number 1.
Yes.
So I don't know what happened to holiday boyfriend number 2, where he went, what happened. Anyway, so I end up meeting holiday boyfriend number 1, and I was telling the girls, he was just staring at me. And like, we were sitting on the beach, and he was like, I genuinely thought I'd never see you again. Like, I think he was actually in love with me.
This is the problem with holiday boyfriends. It's such a whirlwind, and it's such a deep connection so quickly.
Yeah,
and then
he
you're
was
just
like,
never gonna see him
I was like, why are you staring at me? Like, he was like looking at, his eye contact was immaculate anyway, but he was staring at me through my soul, and he was like, I genuinely thought I would never see you again. I thought you were leaving today. And I was like, no, I'm leaving tomorrow. You're leaving tomorrow.
No,
you won't see me again.
yeah.
But he just kept, but anyway, his friend was there. They were going early the next morning. The friend was being a bit of a, come on, we have to go. We have to get a boat in the morning, and your man. So anyway, we went our separate ways, because obviously I was not on a girls' holiday. I was on a family holiday.
Yeah.
We went our separate ways. I opened my Instagram the next morning, and I see a new follower.
Yes.
And I'm like, I look at my phone and I'm like, his page is private, so I request him. And I'm like, who is this man? And then he accepts me. I go into his stories, because he had written to me.
Oh, so he came in once you...
He had responded to my story, being like, oh my God, or whatever. And I just, when you're in those situations when you're hungover, I was like, did I meet you last night? Like, I
hate that when you're not, you can't
didn't put 2 and 2 together that he was the guy from the table, but I thought maybe he was, but I wasn't. But then I looked at him and I was like, if you were this beautiful, why did I leave you? Like, why did I end up with holiday boyfriend number 1?
You were probably still thinking, you're still in the whirlwind of holiday boyfriend number 1, because you were so, like, it was such a magical experience.
Yeah, that's
and then next minute, like, you're like, oh, okay, hey, nice to meet you. And this fella he could be amazing, but because you're still in the mindset of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but anyway.
So I messaged him, and he's like, yeah, we were dancing. And then I was like on the table in the rain, and he's like, that's the one. And I was like, now I know who you are. So he was on a boat party that day.
Okay.
So I was leaving that day. So didn't get to see him. I moved on to my next location. He was still in PP for New Year's. I was in the other place, and then he came to where I was the day I was leaving.
That is just so standard, isn't it? So typical.
So they're my 2 holiday boyfriends.
And then she was coming home, and I obviously selfishly was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I can't went to see her, Missy, so
and
much.
I was like, I want my flight to be cancelled.
I haven't seen her since like the 5th of December.
When we bulk, I think it was the 7th.
7th, so we bulk. It's a month, is it? It's nearly 1 whole month.
1 whole month.
How did we do that? Anyway, that was so tough because I obviously went to Manchester, which I think is so funny because I was over in Manchester for a week, guys, and I got my nails done, but it's like every time we fucking record, my nails are off again. They're gone, girls. They're gone. I had the nicest set of nails. They're gone now.
They were gorgeous, actually.
They were actually stunning, yeah. So, but anyway, so yeah, you're back now, but
I'm back.
I keep trying to like remind you that, like, you know, you're about to go on like one of the biggest adventures of your life this year, and what's so exciting is it could be between 1 or 2 places and you don't know yet.
Yeah, and also like worst comes to worst, I can get a flight back to Southeast Asia.
Yeah, literally.
I love Thailand so much.
I feel like it really is one of your places, you know.
It is. My sunline goes through it.
Does it? Okay, well,
because when I got there, I felt just so like,
yeah.
Like, and I think I was
People
telling
say
the girls
that when
as
they
well.
go there,
Yeah. And what I was telling the girls, I had got into like a few icky habits, like doom scrolling and just other things. And like, it was just like a life reset, I felt.
It kind of like re-energized you, I feel. Yeah,
re-energized me. I felt so good. I got such a good tan. I loved the sun.
Like, yeah, you came from like it being like dark from the second you woke up to the second you went, like, only a few hours of light during the day and I'm still dull, like, to like going to literal sunshine and then having to come back. But the evenings are getting a bit brighter already, have you noticed?
No, I have not noticed, because
Girl,
I was sitting
so
here.
dark.
The sun sets at like 4:30.
Girls, I did something really bold as well. I don't think I told you.
Wait, what did you do?
I think, no wait, did I tell you? I definitely did. I tell you everything. Okay, so basically he literally said to me, I don't want you talking about me on the podcast as well ages ago.
What did you do? You didn't
Okay,
tell
you're
me
gonna have to
any
bleep
of
this now.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, so did I tell you this?
I don't know.
I basically, this time last year I was literally like so heartbroken over a boy I really liked, and I obviously wasn't aware, but he was obviously seeing someone else at the same time as me.
Hence the heartbreak.
Do you remember I said there was one guy that I was seeing and then after that I went on the man ban? This is
But
the
like
guy.
that will do it to you, like.
Yeah, so this is the guy, but anyway, like we were always on good terms. It just was very sad the way that it worked out. Because we weren't at the start, but then he apologised. We actually were. But I just like, I don't know, like Lil Nina just came out and I like replied to his story being like, miss you.
'Tis the sea. I do remember, you told me when I was very drunk.
And then
but
he
I
rang
remember
me, but I was so drunk that I can't remember what I said. We were on the phone for half an hour and I can't remember a thing.
Do you know what? I think we did it within 24 hours of each other.
We did! That was what it was, because we were like, what the hell is in the thing? Because you were like, 'tis the season. I was like, 'tis the season. But anyway, yeah, that was it. But like literally, I think I was like talking to him then once or twice over, but I can't remember what I said, so I can't even be held accountable. But no, we're actually still really on good terms, but we're not like in that space of talking with each other. But when I did it, I was like, I woke up and I was like, and like it was so funny because like, look, I'll show you the messages. Like when you.
But you know what? I think life's too short to be nonchalant. Like tell people how you feel. Like fuck it. Like I'm done. I'm done pretending I don't care about people.
Oh, it was the night outside with Ethan. The guys. And I said to Rebecca, I said, whatever about going out with anyone else.
It was the 26th or 27th.
Me and Aoife, it's like we every night we go out together. Like we went on holiday together. She lost her phone and we had one of the most chaotic nights ever. It was so good. It
was so good. That was it. You did that on the 26th. And
like,
because you did that, I think it gave me the balls to the other thing on the 27th.
Do you remember that? And then I like the amount he was texting me, and I was too drunk obviously to think, but then he rang me.
That's it. You're too drunk. You're like,
I was like 2 words being like, and then he was like this much message, and I was like, my brain was like, can't compute, like, but yeah, it's so funny. But we were really out. What is wrong with us?
I think that was it. That's what inspired me to send your man that video.
Yeah, but you should never, ever, ever listen to anything or follow my footpath in anything, Rebecca. You should know this by now. I haven't made good decisions to date.
Do you know what? Actually, I don't regret it because...
Yeah.
Like...
I don't regret it either, but I'm just saying that could have went another way for me, you know what I mean?
That could have went another way for me. Like, imagine if it was just opened.
I know. Oh my god.
But he did say, he was like, I do think we should travel Thailand. And I was like, well, if you're going to travel Thailand with anyone, it should be me.
Yeah, I agree. It should be you as well. But what, like, do you know one thing then, though, that would just pop into my head? Like, and I often think this. Do you ever like see those memes and it's like, you know, when you start seeing a guy and end up really liking him and then you realise you're with the ugly friend? Not that looks are a thing, because if any of my...
I don't think he's the ugly friend though.
Any of my friends can vouch for me, right? I tend to not.
Yeah, I can see how that could be an issue for you.
Anywho. So I think...
Any hoopsie daisies.
Any hoopsie daisies. Imagine, right, you go to Thailand and then next minute you're there. Boyfriend number 1 from holidays there, and then boyfriend number 2. Then you're in a love triangle. You're like Bridget Jones and Bridget Jones's baby.
No, I'm like your Mamma Mia.
Literally.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah,
minus
she's a 3.
The pregnancy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bridget Jones minus the baby. Do you know what I mean?
I think that would be like lightning strike. Like, what are the odds if I end up going to Thailand with this man that the other 2 men are
Can
also
I ask
there
you
at
a
the same
question?
time?
So you know this place that you're supposed to go to in January?
Yeah.
Do you, and be honest with me, do you think that you'd prefer to go back to Thailand?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Is
like a million.
Do you think that's why you're...
That's what I'm grappling with all week. But I'm like... no, the other place I'm going to I think will be good. I know it'll be good. My Jupiter line.
Oh, it'll be good. I did mine. I forgot to tell you.
Your astrocartography.
Couldn't understand any of the lines, right?
I'll do it for you after.
One of them
later.
went through the east coast of North America.
What line though?
Not sure, but another one went through Manchester. Yeah. So I was like, obviously I'm supposed to.
Did you know, on my one, it's so interesting, astrocartography. I actually, my 2024, one of my things is I want to really learn about that more.
Yeah.
Both of my, like, big exes, I have lines going through where they were born.
Really? So see, there's loads of lines now. This is the only
thing.
What colour is the one that you're supposed to...
Well, it depends on the planet.
We might do this after we thing, but so yeah, I feel like I had something I wanted to say there now and it's gone out of my head. Oh girlies, I need to give you the update on the thing that happened during the week. We were like, what the fuck?
What happened?
Yeah, okay.
Niamh has an update on something.
Girls. Right, so, okay, like, let's just rewind a few episodes now, because obviously, actually, it was only 2 episodes ago. Actually, 3. I was wearing the grey hoodie. Anyway, I keep forgetting that we, like, bulk recorded, so I went back to try to see. So, 3 episodes ago, me and Rebecca recorded a podcast, right? And, you know, over the last, like, 20 episodes, I've kind of mentioned God here and there. Now, before I say anything, I understand that not everybody's religious and not everybody... I wasn't even religious and I don't even know what I am now, but okay, I need to tell you this really scary story. So even if you're of a different religion or a different faith or whatever, I think it's a really interesting story. I'm not trying to get anyone to believe it, but it's freaky, guys. So wait till you hear what happened, okay? It was kind of like a bit at the start where I was like...
It was a bit.
It was a bit where I was like, oh, might go back to church, ha ha ha. But then weirdly enough...
You were like, I need to find Jesus.
I was like, I need to find Jesus or something, right? And then... we recorded a podcast. I was talking about someone who's on their anniversary. I go into a church and I light a candle. What you didn't see is our camera shut down before we recorded that bit, right? So when we were using the mics at the time, we're not at the moment because I forgot it. We just ran in here to record it today. The mic or the camera cut at that exact time when I was talking about it. So we had to set it back up again. Everything was good. We checked the mics when we started talking again. That was fine. As it progressed on, when I started talking about churches in Tralee, the audio in the thing started looping back like an echo.
It was fucked.
It was so creepy. But then I started laughing because I was like, that's the person who I'm talking about sending me a sign. They're messing with me. This is what they would do. That's their sense of humour. So I was laughing. That was it. I thought that was very heartwarming and everything, and I thought, oh, that's so great, like, to get a sign from them, because obviously I know everyone would have lost someone, so when you lose somebody and you get a sign, it really means a lot when you haven't had one in a while. So we move on, and I keep talking about God and Jesus, and I go for dinner with my friend Alan one night, and I sit down for dinner, and I'm sitting next to a statue of Jesus. And I take a picture with it and I sent it to Rebecca and I was like, it's a sign, question mark? Because I kept saying I'm gonna go back to church. So I continue on saying, it's a sign, question mark. And she was like, oh my God, where the hell is that? Like, what are the odds you go for dinner?
Where are you?
Yeah, literally. So me and Rebecca obviously have a bit of a tumultuous Christmas. And then I said, like, going into the new year, usually I'd write down a manifestation thing, but I just prayed going into the new year. And I said to her, on the 1st of January, I said, I've actually come to terms with the fact that obviously I am moving more towards the like religious space or whatever. And then I said, might buy the Bible on my Kindle. Now this is where
you were like, I want to read the Bible.
I said, I want to read the Bible. You said 2024 is your holy girl era.
Yeah, I did.
And I said, I might get the Bible on my Kindle for real. And then you goes, for fuck's sake, ha 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 ha. Tell me why. Literally the next day, I was literally getting ready to go into bed and I was just cleaning off my window seat. Nothing was there, like it was grand. I just had so much shit between the blankets and loads of stuff, so I just took it off. I keep my melatonin and my magnesium and things that I take to go to bed at night time and all my minerals to the right side of my bed. And I went down to get the melatonin and I said, what's this? Picked up a Bible. A Bible came out of nowhere and was sitting on top of somewhere where I go every night. And I sent it to Rebecca and I was like, Rebecca, what the fuck? To make it creepier, my name was on the inside of the front of it. So I obviously got it for my...
It was your Bible.
It was my Bible. I got it for my Holy Communion or my confirmation. I was like, this is a sign from God. No, this is it. God has sent me a sign. I need to... And Rebecca was like, what the hell? So then I continue. So I actually messaged one of the guys that I know that's actually really religious. And I just asked him a few questions about it. And he was like being really nice. He sent me on this podcast, the Girls Gone Bible podcast, which I really like now. And I went opened my phone to pause the thing. Tell me why on a piece of scripture on the thing it says on the top, NIV.
NIV.
NIV. And I was like, what? What? So like, couldn't wrap my head around it. Like, I was like, what's going on? And so I sent it to Rebecca and Rebecca was like, nah, this is getting a bit much with the
this
creepy
is getting
things
a bit
now. So yeah, that's it basically. I'm in my holy girl era now, girls.
Neve's being led back to the Lord.
The Lord has come and saved me. And this is why I wanted to segue into this, because did you see the TikToks I sent you? You definitely didn't.
Oh, what ones?
Basically. Now, we know everything that's coming out this week between the whole Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, yes.
Lil Nas X said that he's going to expose the industry next Friday and he's going back to God. Now, it could be a marketing thing, but there's been so many videos that I don't know if it is. Yeah, I need to...
Well, I do know that 2024 is... Because I saw TikToks on this earlier as well. 2024, there's a lot of... What did someone say? Someone said P. Diddy was the first domino to fall.
Really? He said, me returning to God after the industry tried to make me satanic. And then he said...
Oh, I didn't see those yet because I was...
Me knowing I'm about to expose the industry next Friday and realising I need to watch my back for the next 7 days. And he went all in, look. Me remembering God got me no matter what the situation, he's in hospital.
Is he in hospital?
Who knows? Is that mad? Now I hope it's not a marketing thing because I don't think he should be using that as a thing, but me explained to fans that the media stopped supporting me after I started promoting God to the masses and that the industry is wicked, which is why I was blackballed from releasing music for the last year and a half, but I'm finally independent now and will be dropping a new song next week, Lil Nas X.
See, I do, without getting too dark too fast, I do think a lot of
the industry's dark.
Bad news about the whole, like, uber famous celebrities and that industry and everything is about to be exposed in 2024, and kind of everything is pointing towards that. But speaking of that, for us, what are we in and outing for? We have our 2024s in and out. I don't know, was that a good segue? But not that long, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're about the same thing. You go first.
Okay. So are we starting with will I do like one in, one out? Or
no,
will I do all my ins and then all your outs?
Yeah. Okay. I won't be able to keep up.
That's true. Okay. So on my in list for 2024, number one is a hard no. Like, that's in for me. So like, if I don't want to do something, like a hard no, like a boundary, like a no, this is a hard no for me. I don't want to do that.
I love that. I'm actually going to adopt that as well.
Because I'm a chill friend.
You're very like, oh yeah, I'll just go with the flow. And sometimes it's at your own detriment, I feel.
Well, I think there are definitely only a few things that I'm like a hard no about, but I want to have more hard no's because I feel like it's good to have hard no's.
Boundaries are just the most precious thing you can, and they're actually the best form of self-care, I think. So a hard no is great.
Hard no. Number 2 is catching flights.
Yes.
Because that's the...
a hard no. Oh, that's
hard no's are in. Yeah, catching flights are in.
Okay, I thought it was a no to catching flights there. See, this is where I get confused.
Sorry.
Okay, catching flights are in. Okay,
catching flights are in. Celebrating non-stereotypical wins for myself and others are in.
Love that.
So like, we all know the stereotypical wins: marriage, babies, etc. But like our podcast getting 20,000 views. I think that should be celebrated.
I always celebrate those things.
Your best friend like celebrating a year of her brand.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Celebrating non-stereotypical wins.
Yes.
iMessaging is in for me.
See, now iMessaging's been in since last year for me. I'm glad you're in.
Yeah, and it kind of goes with something on my out list as well.
Yeah.
Writing letters is in. This year, I want to be writing letters to someone. I don't care who the fuck it is, even if it's myself. I'm writing letters. Next one, and this is kind of inspired by Thailand, is bikini pics are so in.
Oh, so in.
Oh, so in.
So in.
So in. The next one is spontaneous adventures or flights. So like just being like, Joe, what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it for the plot.
I agree.
The next one following on from that is not having a plan. So like just doing something without having a plan.
Okay.
Yeah. The next one is poetry.
Yeah, I love poetry, yeah.
I want to start like writing more poetry and kind of getting into more poetry.
Yeah, you do love poetry.
I'm such a poetry girly.
You're a big poet girly.
The next one's Polaroids.
Okay.
So in.
Really?
I don't know, Jen and Ben both had Polaroid cameras.
Oh, that's a lovely photo.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. Okay,
so Polaroids.
Good.
Because I think we take so many pictures, but like, where are they?
Where
are they? I feel like we're getting so deep. Where are they? Next on my in list is FaceTimes.
Love FaceTimes. I FaceTime you all the
time.
time.
But I don't do it with enough people.
I actually don't either. You're like the main person I'd FaceTime all the time.
Yeah, and it kind of goes with something on my out list as well. Another one that is in for me personally, I think, is younger men. I just had to put a little spicy one there.
Yeah. Do you know what? They're way more grateful, I'm sorry. Like, obviously not 2 young girls now.
No, but I have always been a girly who's been like 2 years older than me minimum. Yeah. Or like older guys.
Yeah. Do you know what? I went through a phase when I was like, I think 23, of like maybe a year younger, 24, a year younger. And they were good. They were a good time. Yeah,
so that's on my in list.
Yeah.
And then my outs are, now this is where, number 1, Instagram messaging. Now I don't mean me and you Instagram messaging.
I was going to say, how are we going to adapt to that? We already iMessage and Instagram message each other.
No, I mean like in the case of like men, like a guy responding to your Instagram story and then you messaging and then messaging. No, I'm done. If you want me, you're going to iMessage me or WhatsApp me or FaceTime me.
I agree, because I don't take a man serious unless he WhatsApps me or iMessages me. I just don't take him seriously.
Yeah, I don't want to be Instagram messaging anyone. No. So if someone Instagram messages me, I'm not doing the whole Instagram messaging. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. And also, I don't like Instagram messages. Like, I know me and you Instagram message.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. There's there's too many in there.
There's too many in there. It gets overwhelming. Yeah. And also, like, not everyone deserves their message to even be opened. Number 2.
And that's the tea.
Go on. Number 2, Instagram, ? I really don't know.
I'm over Instagram, I'll be real. But obviously, now, in saying that, pause. Please follow our Instagram. So I think people don't. I think we're lying about how many listeners we have when we post, because we've only 200 followers on our Instagram page.
Yeah, but I don't follow many podcast pages.
I don't either. But if you do enjoy it, girlies, please
keep up with us. Or our TikTok. Our TikTok. I feel like
funny.
Yeah, but I do feel like Instagram for a while now has been giving me spectator vibes.
Yes, and I.
That light is kind of automatic. It kind of goes on and off.
Okay.
It's kind of creepy.
That's the Lord. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, Instagram just gives me spectator vibes.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
Like,
I agree.
people are, like, TikTok is more of a personality. YouTube, I adore. Twitter is fun for me.
Yeah.
I'm never calling it X. I'm so sorry. Okay. Twitter is fun for me. But Instagram, I think it's out.
Yeah.
Like, and even when I was in Thailand, like, I wasn't posting on my main.
No.
I
love close friends. Yeah, I love a close friends. Yeah.
But it just gives spectacle. Like, where are all the 2,000 plus people who watch my stories when I post a post?
Literally.
Because you're seeing my stories.
Actually,
where
I have to back that up as well, because I think the same. But
and like in my comments, like, no.
I know, I agree.
It's unnecessary WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
I don't want to be added to a WhatsApp group for a night out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. Number 4 that is on my out list is being nonchalant, as I already said when you were talking about you messaging that man saying I miss you.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm being chalant.
Yeah.
I'm saying how I feel. Like, fuck being nonchalant.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting good ideas when you're talking.
I know what I'm saying. The next out for me, and this is a big out, dating apps. Not doing it in 2020, because I realized when I was in Thailand, both the people I met, Gorgina energy.
Yeah.
Beautiful people. Yeah. Got on so well with them.
Yeah.
Like, that you can't get that on a dating app. And if you do, it's rare.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't want dating apps. And I don't want to be a part of the dating app culture of the whole.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's out, it's gone. And I think they're gonna die soon.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I don't know. And also it's like, if you find someone on a dating app, do they leave the dating app when they find you?
No, they don't. Okay, will I go through mine?
I have 2 more.
Sorry, yours are cool. I was like, I don't know, because you give an essay after each one.
Doom scrolling is another one.
What's doom scrolling then?
Like, just scrolling.
Oh yeah, fair.
Like going from TikTok to Instagram to Twitter, like just sitting on your phone, scrolling. I was in such a bad habit of it before Christmas, but then I went to Thailand and obviously wasn't doing it there because I didn't really have time. And now, yeah. And then the last one is voice notes.
Yeah.
The reason I have it out is because I would rather FaceTime with someone than voice note someone. Like,
I agree.
Give me 20 minutes of your time to have a quick FaceTime catch up.
Love that.
I see your face, we're present in the moment.
I want to see this energy now off you, because I'll open a message off Rebecca and I can scroll at the end.
No, but iMessages, FaceTimes in, voice notes and Instagram messages out.
Okay.
So that's my list. I'll probably have more.
Okay, my first in is looking after myself physically and mentally, and going to the gym and eating foods that are nourishing, that don't make me feel like shit afterwards, because I find that I was eating food and I was just feeling so nauseous all over Christmas, and like none of that food was good for my body.
And you knew it.
And I knew it. I was like, I'm eating this because it tastes nice, but I just will feel so sick for the whole evening. I probably won't even be able to eat my dinner. I feel so sick after eating it. So say now I could eat something and like I might like just have like a reaction to it where I feel sick and like I get bloated, and I just feel like I remember like I used to like throw up off dairy all the time, and I like would like get milkshakes and like vomit it back up cold.
Yeah.
So I just was like, Niamh, just go out of your way. And do you know what? It's utter laziness, because like I could have just gone to the shop, gone an extra like 5 minutes to a different shop to get what I needed, but I didn't. So that's in. And obviously I'm still in my gym girl era, and I love that. It's really good for my head. So that's in, going to the gym consistently, because look after yourself physically and mentally, because I feel like you need to look after, like, it's your body. Like, you deserve to live in a body that makes you feel good. Do you know what I mean? And not in the way of like you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I feel good. If you want to do that, perfect. But that actually like you can eat a meal and not feel like you're going to throw up afterwards. Key. In stretching more. So I am in the physio at the moment because I literally have such tight muscles. It's actually insane. I'm not joking. I went to the gym and did legs yesterday, and I tried to stretch after it, and I thought that I was going to go like pull a muscle. It was so tight. Like my hamstring is so tight and everything, so I need to stretch more.
You're so just a tight girly.
Yeah, literally. I need to get into yoga more. That's what I want to do.
Oh my god, you should.
Yeah, so yoga is one of them. Reading, obviously. I read 50 books last year.
Reading's always in.
Yeah, so I'm going to read more this year. I'm going on more walks outside in nature because I find that your circadian rhythm or whatever, mine is out of loop at the moment. Social media breaks. I have done this thing where I haven't looked at my phone for a whole day, a few days over Christmas, and I fucking loved it. I loved it. I felt so good. And on that, I want to take more pictures because I find that like I'm the kind of friend if I'll go out and I'll be living in the moment and I don't take pictures. You know, a lot of people will always get pictures.
I'm the picture taker.
Yeah, I'm not. I never ever get them. But
then you're in them, see?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I take them for other people. I'm not in any pictures, so I want to be in more pictures. So I
want to be in more. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, emigrating because obviously I want to.
Emigrating's so in.
So fucking in, girlies.
So fucking in. Leave the country.
Get out of here. You know what? I put this in and I didn't know was I going to put it on the podcast, but cutting off old friends, I think, is really in for me this year because I just find that like, you know, you can be really good to one friend and they will barely even like glance in return to you. And I found there was one instance where I had like texted this friend and it looked like I was replying to Rihanna. As in, it was a one-way conversation. Why am I having a one-way conversation in the DMs of a friend that's supposed to be my friend? So I just removed them out of my life. Out.
Talk your shit.
Tolerating subpar behaviour from people regardless of their relationship to you, and I have zero time for that this year. And I think that is on the same note as that. Like I find
hard no's.
Hard no. Like that is out. I just feel like I'm going to be 28 this year. If I continue living a life where I'm you know, I don't know, tolerating this, oh it's fine because they're going through this at the moment or they're doing that. There's always exceptions, but it cannot be a continuous excuse for being a shitty human being, and that is the tea. And the next one is out man ban. This year,
man ban.
I gotta get out of the man ban, girls. That is out this year. Out drinking excessive alcohol. I want that out this year.
I can agree with that because alcohol just makes you sad, honestly. If nothing else,
sad.
It makes you sad.
It makes me so low. It's not even funny. Okay, next one. Drinking Prosecco out.
What, Moe only or something?
No.
Oh.
Any sparkling wine, you're gone. Makes
White
me so
Moe
sick.
though.
No.
So good. You've never tried it.
I love the taste of champagne. I love the taste of Prosecco.
Oh.
That's not the problem. It's the hangover.
Like oh yeah.
It's the hangover. I can't do. Oh yeah. So again, sorry, I should have put them together, but the next one was stop going above and beyond for people who had barely crossed the road for me. That's the subpar behaviour line. Spend a Christmas away from home.
Is out.
Oh, sorry, that's supposed to be in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, out was Christmas time 2024 dash. I'm going to go work in a ski chalet instead, I think. Yeah! I'm going to go work in a ski chalet
That
next
has always been my dream.
Yeah, so out was
You
Christmas
should.
2024 because I was just like, do you know what? I've done 27 Christmases at home and they've been fantastic. But I want to do something new.
Do you know what? After spending Christmas in Thailand,
because you were such a Christmas girly for hometown, for like home Christmas.
But I do appreciate Christmas at home, but there's a lot to be said for just ending the year
in a different country
in a way that really feeds your soul. And I feel like my soul was fed.
Yeah,
this Christmas.
Your soul did sound fed, to be fair.
There was a lot of things that were fed.
There was a lot of things that were fed this year. But yeah, that's mine. I just feel like this year it's not even out of the place. Do you know, I feel like before, you know, I would have like really struggled. Obviously, like I'm comfortable saying this online, but I used to be very uncomfortable cutting people out of my life, even if they were doing me wrong, say in terms of friendships. Because I found like when I went through that period of grief at one stage in my life, I always was like, oh no, but what if something happens to them?
Yeah.
And I feel like that doesn't serve you. And I feel like that was a very immature mentality for me to have, because I feel like, you know, and I feel like a few of my friends have gone through this, and I've had this conversation with them recently that like, you know, I think you leave college and you realize now you won't have the same experience because you have such a lovely core friend group that you've always had, and they've always been there, ride or dies.
Yes.
But like
but I'm like, that's rare.
Yeah, that's very rare. So like when you come out of college, sometimes what you can see is a lot of the people that you would have thought were like your close friends were actually surface level friends. So it's kind of like you're kind of grieving that relationship because you thought, oh, I thought we were closer than that, but we're not.
And it's like locational.
It's like, it's literally close proximity for sure. And then you all dot away and you do your own thing, and then a few years go by and you're a bit older and you actually shed a few more of them. And you're like, oh, that's sad. I really didn't think that, like, you know, that person who was my friend, I thought we were closer than that, because we made it through the first round of people who fell off. So when we're going through the second round of it now that we're getting older, like, you know, that really hurts because I thought that we were very close. And I think when you go through those things, it's like, it's just a thing in life. And what I will say is to anyone who's listening to this, like, you haven't met some of your most amazing friends that are going to be life-changing for you yet. Like, us last year, we weren't friends this time last year.
This time last year,
we weren't friends. Like it's out with the old and in with the new girls, because you literally you don't even understand how exciting, like how amazing friendships are coming, like in store for you, that are on the way. Like, you
and I think intentional friendships as well are so, because I think as you get older, you create friendships out of like not out of close proximity and stuff like that.
Yeah, you create them out of other
you surround yourself with people who just
get it, are
such a good vibe, such good. See, I never went, well, I did go to college, but I dropped out multiple times. I wasn't there long enough to have like college friendships, so I don't have college friendships really. Because I just went down a totally different path. So I really, like, my core group of friends is my, like, group. And then I have friends that I've, like, chosen outside of that. Like, people that I've met once or met twice that I've made a consistent effort to stay in their lives, whether that's, like, sending them a nice message, or the way I do those nice messages.
Yeah. They're lovely, Or just lovely. Reaching out, being
but
like,
then over Christmas, I was like, do you know what? I sent all these nice messages. Who's sending me nice messages back?
I know.
And I think that's a big theme for 2024
and
is like,
I think that's when I caught that one friend. Energy. I went in, and it was only because, actually I won't say one part because it'll be very distinguishable. But someone had said something and I went to click into the message and I scrolled up. Tell me why I was scrolling for ages. I was like, you're not Rihanna. Like, do you know what I mean? And then viewing my close friends but not opening my messages. And that is the height of ignorance. I'm sorry.
But this is why Instagram and Instagram messaging is out. If you want to contact me,
we got some
you
questions.
Have my number. No way.
We did. Okay, so the first question was tips on getting back on track nutrition and workout wise.
For the new year?
Yeah.
See, I had a different experience this Christmas because being in Thailand, I was so active. My step count was like 20,
so high,
20 to 30,000 a day. Thai food is so fresh, so delicious. So I actually felt like
you were eating better.
I was eating better. I felt so good. Like, as the holiday was progressing, I felt better in my body. I like felt happier. I felt like I was like getting hotter throughout the I was like getting a more tan. But I think at the start of January, there's like this whole we're still in winter.
We're like, literally still in winter.
Although it's a new year, like calendar wise, we're like, with our bodies, especially as women, we're so attuned to the seasons and the moon. Like, you don't have to put yourself under pressure to like change your diet, change everything, like and like, because it's dark, like our circadian rhythms, like it's very much so winter. We're in a winter, so I think a lot of you can be influenced, like loads of people are doing like 75 hard now and 30 hard. And
I what I would say is slow and steady wins the race. Like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And like, you know, like I said there about like eating foods that make your body feel better, and like, it's just literally small things like that. It's, oh, I'll go for a 20-minute walk today. It doesn't have to be, I'm doing 75 hard. Like, that shit that you see online, guys, it can really, really mess with your heads, I think.
It can, and I think a lot of people treat a new year as, and it's
Yeah, I feel like a lot of misconceptions with fitness is if you go into it with the new year being like, this is it now for the whole year, like I'm doing this and I'm gonna have this, you're probably gonna fall off. If you just slowly integrate it into your life, and maybe you might start going a bit more.
Yeah, and I just like doing
you'll have
things
periods of that where you'll go or you won't go as much, and you'll have your hot girl rocks instead of going to the gym because it's nicer outside, and you'll adjust it. You need to figure out what works for you first.
And I think a lot of people, I think as well, being in Asia, like I came back from Southeast Asia being like, I hate the Western world so much. Like I hate, no, I literally came back and I was like, I hate how we have like meal prep and did you have your oats and your protein count? Like I literally was in Asia. I woke up, am I hungry? Am I not?
Yeah.
Like what am I having for breakfast? What do I feel like? Okay, I feel like a fruit smoothie. Okay, I'm gonna go for a walk now. Oh, maybe I'm a bit hungry. It's time for lunch. There's no like.
Yeah.
I feel like in the Western world we're very rigid and scheduled and timed and everything has to be measured, and it's like that. I just like my life in more of a flow, but I'm a spiritual girly, so
yeah, I definitely, you got it. It's like I said, you just have to slowly integrate it into your life. It's not like start and the first day be so hard on yourself and then move on. It's slowly get these good habits. It's just good habits. That's all nutrition and thing is. It's good habits that you integrate over time.
And what makes you feel good.
Yeah. The next one is how to feel more self-confident with everything when everything feels like it isn't going to plan.
Do you know what? When everything feels like it's not going to plan,
it's actually falling into place, I think.
Number one, it's falling into place, but also who is holding, like, who's saying that this plan has to be the only plan? Because 9 times out of 10, it's you.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, on my out list, I don't think I read it out, was a 5-year plan. Do you know the way people have these 5-year plans and it's like, oh my God, I'm not, right, I turned 30 this year. When I was 21, it's my 30th year on this earth.
30 and flirty.
When I was 21, I would be like, by the time I'm 30, I'm going to have a house, I'm going to have a husband, I'm going to have this, and blah, 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 blah. This whole plan, right?
It's so funny.
The only person stressing you out about this plan that you feel like nothing's happening to is you.
Literally.
And sometimes that can be, you can be in a cycle of self-sabotage, being like, I want to be more confident, but my life isn't this, my life isn't that, my life isn't this person's, that person's, whatever. Number one, the main thing with confidence is blind self-belief that it's going to work out, you're in the right place, and that you have control and power. And a lot of times we hinder ourselves from self-confidence by setting these unrealistic goals or by setting goals that we don't even want. We just think we should want based on what other people have.
I agree.
So I think with confidence, you have to sit back and you have to be like, okay, who am I? Who do I want to be? Why do I want to be that person? And what things am I doing right now that already make me that person? As opposed to focusing on, I'm not this, I'm not that. This person's traveling. This person has a boyfriend. This person is moving across the world. This person has this dream job and I have nothing. Because that is lack.
That's a lack mindset. Yeah, I was going to say.
We don't want lack.
We don't want lack. We want abundance. So go into it with who you want to be and already recognize what you have, and you know,
stop putting pressure on yourself. Fuck it.
I also feel like as women though, we're so guilty doing that to ourselves. Like there's always something we want to change, or we want to do this, or we see someone do that, but girl, like life is hard enough. Like it's, again, slow and steady. Just start, I think, speak to yourself a bit nicer, and everything Rebecca said there, I can't even top it because it was perfect. She articulated it so well. Literally. And then the last question was asking me to speak about my extensions, but I was actually speaking directly to this person about them, so I think we're safe on that one. But yeah, I think that concludes this week's episode.
We want to know what your 2024 ins and outs are, so if you could, there's a comment section, there's a question box on Spotify, there's a comment section on YouTube. We want to know what's, oh sorry, I got a shiver.
Did you?
Yeah, Joan, you got a shiver up your body.
That's the Lord.
We want to know what your 2024 ins and outs are. Do you know what? For the podcast, for our podcast ins,
we should go to church.
No. No.
Okay.
Our podcast ins are taking thumbnails, getting the mic, and TikTok. Oh, and bonus episodes.
Oh yeah, we are going to do the bonus episodes. We need to figure them out.
Our first bonus episode.
They'll be shorter though, guys.
Yeah, they're going to be like 20-30 minutes.
But they're going to be really funny and have more frequent. A lot of like high level info in them. Our
first one's going to be what I really did in Thailand.
Yeah.
With the Thailand boyfriends.
Yeah. So guys,
we love you. We're so happy to be back for 2024, and we are going to be on a weekly streak.
Yeah.
If we could get a weekly streak up to our year mark, I would love that.
I would love that too.
So we'll try.
Do you know what? We were doing good.
We were doing good.
The year just kind of got away from us.
The end of the year. It happens.
Always does. So maybe next year we'll get an editor so that's done and ready for the time when it's supposed to go out.
We'll hire someone.
We will. Okay, bye guys. Bye.
Love you.
Love you so much.
Oh
Jesus, my God. Oh. Never mind.
It's the Lord. The Lord saved it.
The Lord,
the Lord, our Saviour.
Thank you, God. Okay.
Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, bye guys.
Ciao.
Wait.